Lost since the 15th century, only to be found buried beneath a car park. The cramped grave of Richard III was a resting place not fit for a king. But for archaeologists and historians, it was an absolute goldmine. His broken and skewered skull, an indication of his fate at the Battle of Bosworth, and it allowed a 3D reconstruction of the dead king's face. A test of his mitochondrial DNA, a small part of the genome only inherited from the mother, proved a genetic link to a living descendant of Richard III's sister, Anne of York. Now that descendant, a Canadian cabinet maker and his ancient relative, are to have further tests to share their entire genetic code with scientists across the world. Researchers working on the project say Richard III is the only ancient individual of known identity to have his genome sequenced. It's hoped that the information about the distant relatives, separated by half a millennium, will give us a better idea of hereditary and genetic diseases, as well as more information about the king himself.
We're going to be able to look at things like eye color, hair color, things that tell us about what he looked like to some extent. That's interesting, for example, because the portraits differ.
When and where Richard III will be reburied is yet to be decided. But now, even when his bones are laid to rest once more, his DNA will continue to shine a light on the likely traits and ancestry of the king who was lost and found. Adam Dunnicky, CNN, London.